death can save you from me.
Let's get this party started. Ready for such joyful luck.
Hi, coming in with a super chat before I even got my stream set up. Thank you very much, Ty. Right off the bat, super chat. Sorry I missed the alert, buddy. But thank you very much. How's everybody doing tonight? A blanket hello. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Vex and Jaw in 24 hours. Nice, dude. I look like Xfood SX. Thank you so much for the sub. I look like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Been told that before. Fowler, I'm from Ontario, Canada. How about you? Oh. Way too... Got way too excited there. I should have saved that gem shrine for a flawless skull. Steven, I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. How are you? Warsword. Just check if it's Eth for the Holy Grail. The Eth Holy Grail. No mods tonight. We're gonna do some traditional farming. I think people get tired of my fire source, so gotta do her up. Immune to lightning. Both immune to lightning. Jeez. Maybe I should have been fire source. Oh. Oh, you're from Finland? You get the streaming schedule? Yeah. Was it like the middle of the night? If I was Necro, yeah. Necro. Don't have to worry about lightning immunities when you're Necro. Belch will keep trying. Save, yes, it's 7 o'clock at night where I am, dude. Geez, you're asking me a math question this early, Moose? You guys know how I feel about math. Basically, if you give me $5, I think YouTube takes like $1.50 of it or something. I get like $3.50 for every $5. So they do take a bit, but it's nice that I can't get charged back, which has happened to me before. That's always a bummer when you get a donation and then you get a PayPal notification and they're like, oh, this person wants their money back for some stupid lame reason too. I don't have to worry about that with Super Chat. Wow. X Food SX.
Death can save you from me.
Good luck on the farm. I wish you the best, and keep entertaining us like you have. Open mouth smile.
Dude, thank you so much. Jesus. Wow, dude. Thank you so much. You're too kind. You were too kind, Xfood SX. Thank you, 50 Midge. I appreciate that. Not a bad way to start off a stream, eh? Now I just gotta find the GGs for you guys. The says. Display? Just play, huh? Birchie D, thank you so much for the sub. Mark, everything has been self-found over, like, course of all kinds of grinding. I actually started this character like before I even considered making a YouTube channel. So the days of me tricking Mephisto with perfect topaz armors and stuff like that are long gone. But I'm still missing a lot of big items, like still missing griffins. I didn't actually find my first Mars kaleidoscope till oh, double axe. Diego, we don't care about double axes here. Marco, thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, the days of tricking Mephisto with perfect topaz armor and helmet, they're long gone. Oh, Spear Death Shroud. Check out that baby. Pretty much, Peter, that's how I feel, man. Like, when I found my first Mars, there's only 25 res Mars, and I was, like, so ecstatic because I was literally 97 and a quarter till I found my first Mars. Spear Death Shroud. One open socket. Oh, yeah, your pluggy working? That's awesome. The Cloises, thank you so much for the subscription.
I am overburdened.
The Cloises. Oh, Peter, did Nightbot time you out? Did you try and post a link? He does that sometimes. Yeah, Nightbot just like Battle.net. No, more lightning moons! Come on, Zanari. Bobovich, what's up? Sometimes I wish I had a cooler YouTube name, like, should have called myself Popovich 125. Shooting Jimmy, what's up? Good to see you, bud. I think I might drop my Geed's Grand Charm for another skiller or something. Get a little bit more clear speed going. Adam, I'm good, buddy. How are you? Can he? No, he can't. Oh, wait, no, he can he? What's the... Phase Blade's not TC 87, right? Yeah, okay, I thought he could, yeah. Wasn't sure. I'm really bad with knowing... Like, I know the easy TC-87 items and stuff like that, but Phase Blade's what? Treasure Class 84? So then he can? Because Diablo can't drop TC-87, but he can drop TC-84, right? Have I found Tyrell's Might? No, I haven't. I have not found Tyrell's Might. Diego, is lightning the best? Depends, situational. No, it's players 3. If I go up to players 7, it's too player speed's too slow. So what treasure class is a Phase Blade? Phase Blade is a TC, is a treasure class 84 item? Is that correct? Steven, what's up? God, it is so hot in my house right now. It is so hot. Is it TC-78? Okay, alright. I don't know why, I just immediately thought maybe it was like a, yeah. It's TC-75? Okay, alright, okay. So like the reason Diablo can drop it, but Pendle can is because Pendle has a monster level of 86, but Diablo has a monster level of 94. But then the reason why there's certain items Pendle can drop that Diablo can is because Diablo can't drop TC-87, but in treasure class. Oh, we got Himzo! Himzo, you are my favorite. You are my favorite funny troll that follows my YouTube channel. You are hilarious. You crack me up. Well, when I get asked a question like 500 times, then I'm gonna make a video about it because at least it might help some people. Yeah, man, your comments are funny. Even though sometimes they're kind of not the nicest, they are funny though. Ruben, thank you so much for this subscription. Flawless Skull. You love me some Flawless Skulls. I figure it's only going to take me another 8 months and then I'll have enough skulls to reroll Diadem 50 times. JMod is a shield with 4 open sockets with 20% increased chance of blocking and 30% faster block, or the other way around, one of the two. Please correct me in chat if I got that wrong. Shelby, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh, I'm doing good, man. How are you? It's either 30 faster block rate, 20 block, or it's the other way around. Just waiting for somebody to, Iceman, what's up? Hey, Iceman, have you got a second YouTube channel? Triassic? Iceman or something? I was looking at it the other day. It's like a 25,000 subs or 26 or something. It's a huge channel. You're worried about getting monetized on your Diablo channel and you have a 26,000 plus sub Jurassic Park channel? Do I reroll Grand Charms? Not usually. I did a little bit a while ago, but I don't know. I just, as I farm, I just pick up GCs. That's pretty much all I do. I need to watch Iceman's first video. And gloves. Six strength. Mortal Kombat. See, this is all I do, is I just find a GC and then I ID it, and then I generally toss it away. But I do have pretty much a lifetime supply of, like, I think I got, like, 15 or 20 Neelathag Grand Charms, and then I have, like, 3 or 4 Bale, 3 or 4 Diablo Grand Charms, so... Like, I don't have enough perfect jewels to, And I honestly haven't had very much luck rerolling Grand Charms, too. Like, I'll stock up, like, 100 perfect jewels, and I might not even get a single skiller, so... Jacob, players 3. If I go any higher, the clear speed really suffers against the Stormcasters, so I generally just rock players 3. Just doing full clears. I don't generally just focus on boss packs, but Phil Richardson coming in from Hamilton. It's like a few hours away from me. Can I hook you up with industrial wire? Not really. Like, I get a small customer discount, but it's not like off the small wire, like the really small wire that you buy like in the store to like wire your garage. I only get like maybe like 5% discount versus just buying it up from the store. But when you get into like the bigger cable stuff, that's not like, you're not like, you know, cable the size of like your palm, like width wise or diameter wise, but like when you get into the little bit bigger stuff, I can get a little bit of a deal on that. But oh, you're playing ladder? Too bad you didn't come back like a month and a half, 2 months ago. The ladder reset. I'm sure things have kind of died down a little bit. Bots are back in full force, prices are worth nothing. You know, an argument I've never understood, and me saying this, like, I have nothing against people that play ladder. Like, if you enjoy playing ladder, that's cool. Like, that's cool, man. But like, I don't like ladder because of bots and the way they devalue the worth of like, or the worth of what items are in the economy. But then people's argument or response to that is, well, why don't you just make private magic finding games and magic find yourself? And it's like, so play single player online? I don't know. I feel like if you can get a good group of people to consistently play with all the time, online would be cool, but I mean, I really don't think it's possible. Between everybody's work schedule and real life, it's like almost impossible to line up with so then you always just end up playing yourself or following bot games, so might as well just play single player with no lag. Laning immunities are fun. Yeah, I could do that. I guess I could do public magic finding games, yeah. Right now I'm really on the like the grail and building out my characters. Maybe in the future. Yeah, there's lag too. Even though like I don't know how bad lag is right now because I don't play online, but I found out through my Whirlwind video that they brought in some patch that totally screwed up Whirlwind. Like you can't try Whirlwind online anymore or something retarded. That was news to me. Yeah. The passwords get you? 22% extra gold. Feel a good drop from Diablo? I'm more hoping for a good drop from Champion or Boss Pack. Because that would be a really good drop that I really want. Polando. Oh yeah, you're right, Polando. I shouldn't have said that, yeah. You're right, my bad. Sometimes, like, I don't mean to say that stuff. Sometimes I do the odd time, but yeah, you're right. Thank you for keeping me straight. Ominous, thank you so much. Because I'm using... My mercenary has the rune word Infinity, Yoshi, so it breaks the majority of lightning immunities. Burmalburius for pole arms in Diablo 2. Fizzo, new sub-sponsor. Fizzo, thank you so much, man. Fizzo coming in with a sponsorship. Enjoy your badge and emotes, buddy. And remember, the longer you sponsor, the bigger your D gets. And yeah, a few people have gotten that bigger D for sure.
May the eternal light shine upon you and your descendants for what you've done this day. The continued survival of mankind is your legacy.
Ooh, Fizzo's a fellow Ontarian.
Above all else, you have earned a rest from this endless battle.
Thank you very much, Fizzo. Really appreciate it.
Not even death can save you from me.
I know, I don't think Felchi won't let me enter anything from tonight. From Bowmanville, dude? Wow, cool. Anybody in chat got a bigger D that they want to show? They want to show Fizzo? Fizzo, it's something like... It's like 1 month, 2 month, 4 months, 6 month, 1 year, and 2 years. And I made the sponsor, the badge or whatever, it gets bigger every time you hit that new level, so... And you can cancel a sponsorship whenever you want, too. It's not like you're tied in. This is basically a Twitch sub. You'll just take the best drop out of the VOD? Okay, alright. Maybe it's about time I win one of my magic finding competitions. Speaking of which, guys, the Discord, if you want to join the Diablo 2 community, I think Felch posted the link. The link is in the description, too, of the stream if you want to check it out. I'm debating making a Hammerden just for the sake of doing Chaos Sanctuary farming, because like that's where the H-Den just excels, in my opinion. 38 ED Jewel, not bad. Alright, later, Thelch. Gold you can, but it's risky. You can accidentally like corrupt your pluggy files and then you're kind of screwed. So you can do it, just make sure that whoever you're playing TCIP with has the same version of pluggy as you, and then make sure just in case you back up your files, okay? Because I don't want you to say I didn't tell it. They didn't say it was so. That sounded bad. Oh, just Telly and Berserk? Yeah, bosses. But I meant like full clears for like a bot project or something. Sharon 4, thank you very much for the sub. You got to 97? I was working my way to 98 and then I died twice on stream like a dummy. I'll get there at some point. What's the fastest chaos time recorded? I have no idea. Canadians don't farm fast. They just farm slow. That's the secret. It's the secret to jaw rune farming. Oh, you know, oh, that's funny. I just realized something. That doesn't matter. Gotta be very careful with Desace. You don't mess around with Desace. Especially when he's lightning immune, you just don't do anything to him. $200 FCR Nova Source? Did I pop all the seals or what's going on? Oh, I didn't do them all. Desace is fine most of the time, but I have been smoked before when like he spawns right on top of me because I'm just too like overzealous. I have had that one happen to me. Come on, GC. Ooh. Lucky Grand Charm. 2% better chance of magic find. Sounds pretty lucky to me. Check them booties. No. Oh yeah, they made it a lot harder to hit 99. Was it like was it 109 when people were like leveling blank 99 characters and cows? I honestly don't remember what version it was. And then there was used to be able to do Uber Tristram farming too. Wasn't there that too? There was something where they would just keep killing the minions. I don't really remember. I was playing on a farm with no internet. Single player. Never got past 97. Me either, dude. 97 and 3/4 is the furthest I've ever made it. Like, this character is the highest level Diablo 2 character I've ever had. I've had a 97 Frenzy Barb on ladder before, but that was just like I just cracked 97. And then I stopped after that, so. Friska! What's up? Good to see all you guys I haven't seen in a while. Joe Paris, Chris Ska. Nerm, you just copy and paste the save files. So you have to go to your directory where your character save files are, and then just copy and paste it using like a USB stick or something like that to your other computer. It's pretty easy. I'm sure somebody on my Discord can help you. Like, they can give you pictures and show you what to copy and paste. Just join the Discord and someone else can help you. It's easier than me trying to explain it over stream. Is the wedding coming done? No, the wedding's August 4th, so it's coming up. It's like 10 days away. This is my second last stream. Tomorrow's gonna be my last stream, and then I won't be streaming until after the wedding, but I got some pre-made videos for you guys. I got actually some pretty dope ones too, so. Got a human bot project, monthly highlight video, a couple other ones too, so it should be good. Jack, you check the Discord, bud? I'm gonna try and shoot for around 9 or 10 tomorrow. The Sace. You always gotta be lightning immune. What's up, Steve? Make a godly one or a budget gold? I don't even have a paladin right now, but I could. I could make a smiter guide. Thank you, Adu. Save the XP shrine for Diablo. Perez. You like the human bots? That's good. They take a lot of work to make, so... I can make one X-Wings, but it'll be a while before I make it, though. There's other guides online that you can... The next, like, character I seriously make in Pluggy is gonna be a Javazon. An Enigma Javazon. Then after that, I'm open to other characters, so... Yeah, there's probably... I'm sure there's lots of guides out there where they make, like, little mistakes or something. I don't even know if I've made a mistake or two in any of my guides. Like, I learn new stuff about Diablo 2 every day, so... Not every day, I'd say every week I learn, like, new stuff, so... Riz, yeah, P3, bud. So, rune... Like, off the top of my head, I know the basics about Smite, like... Never misses, it's uninterruptible, like I know all that stuff, but like every single detail, like I have to kind of look that stuff up, like... If you guys ever seriously need to figure out something on Diablo 2, you really gotta just look up the area at Summit, man. That website has everything you need to know about Diablo 2. Come on, Storm Widow. Other ones like Diablo.net, D2JSP, they're good too, for guides and stuff like that, but even the Ariat Summit has mistakes on it though, which is funny. Like it says that Fury for the Druid, it says that it's uninterruptible, but it's not. It is interruptible. So like even like, I don't even know what the exact reasoning is behind that. I think at one point they made Zeal interruptible and then they switched it back or something, and then they did the same with Fury, but they never switched Fury back. I don't remember though. It was something that I read online on Diablo.net, but I do probably a pure Blizzard Sorceress is probably the best for MF, but again, it's like Joe said, it's situational. Depending on the area, if you want to get through the game, like... Oh! Depending on if you want to get through the game... Isti Rune! Oh, it's funny. Somebody, someone on my YouTube too, they commented, they were like, it drives me nuts when you say Isti, but I also like Isti because it's a classic Dobrunsky reaction. They're like, oh, sneaky Ist. Like you guys know that Adam Sandler movie when he's like, the butler's like, I think you're underestimating the sneakiness? That's what that Istrin was like. I was literally like looking at chat talking about dual skill tree sorcerers builds. Should have been a burr though. That would have been better. Sneaky burr rune. Yeah, Mr. Deeds. You know what? I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop my BK rings for SOJs because not. Yeah, I am very, very sneaky. Because I'm running BK rings right now for the life. Even though it's not scaled by battlers, it's still more life, but get more mana with the SOJs, so. Yeah, I don't feel like constantly potting, so. Why not one of each? I guess I could. I only think BK rings for life is worth it if you're using two. If you're using two, you're getting almost 100 health, but if I only use one, I'm only getting, you know, 48 health or whatever, so 48 health is not really gonna... Look at that, 12 jumps from 900 to 1200, and then if I was to use Frost Burns, jumps up to 1300. I'd rather have the MF, so... Energy Shield's okay. Where do you farm with it? Like, do you farm in Chaos? Like, do you not find you have problems with mana burn monsters? Like, the reason I don't like it is because if you get hit with mana burn and then you have, like, no health. What I mean... I've seen people use it when they have, like, a pre-buff memory and stuff like that for their gear, and it, or, like, a, you know... Ormus robes too, or whatever. Energy shield Ormus robes. It's not bad, but... Fired Helm. Oh yeah, it telekinesis too, right? As a synergy too. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's honestly not like... If I was to make a energy shield guide, I'd be looking up on Diablo.net for like the best build or whatever.
Death can save you from
It's not a character that I really play a lot, so... Or play at all, really. But how old this game is, there's a lot of character builds that I still haven't, like, seriously played. Like, I've never played a Phoenix Striking Assassin, or never, like, ever. I've never played one. I've played around with the Javazon a little bit, but very, like, limited. Drop off that Isti rune. Just the Estriz. 38 ED Jewel, but that's like nothing crazy. So many skulls. Skull, skull, skull. $200 FCR Novasaur still viable? Yeah. As far as I know it is, yeah. I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's another build I've never actually played before. But isn't that more of like a PvP character? Or it's okay for PvM? It's gotta be horrible for magic finding because you gotta be really specific with your gear to get that 200 FCR breakpoints, so. Oh. There you go, take it from Solar Vulcan. Nova's not good. I don't really know if it is or not. Fear Wormhide. $70D. That's the only thing that drives me nuts about carrying a cube, is that it can be a total pain in the butt sometimes getting items off the ground. Blood Omen, what's up? I think I'm gonna try and go for like 3 hours, maybe a little bit longer tonight if I can. You missed bosons, Joe? You can still run one now. You just gotta have the most godliest gear ever. Make it a glass cannon, and then it's still not as good as a poorly geared Javazon. I want to make Wrath. Make a Wrath boson. Just because that's like a character nobody really plays. Like everyone's pretty much either Faith or Wind Force, right? Because like they are the best, but it'd be cool to make a Wrath boson. I have an amazing base for it too. The Mat Bow, 4 open sockets, 15 ED, 2 to attack rating. What are you guys talking about? Multi-shot? I kind of prefer strafe, but I mean, really, you only put like one or one hard point into multi-shot is usually enough, because it kind of gets to the point where it's like any more is like with enough plus skill gear, it's I don't know. David, I remember you're the one that sent me the message, right, about using Bariza on a Fury Dude. I haven't actually tested it out, but I was reading up on it. And some people do use it, yeah. It seems kind of cool. I haven't tried it out yet, though. Love my rib cracker too much. Like when you talk about like a weapon like designed to be a Fury Deer weapon, like gotta be Rib Cracker, man. 50 fast hit recovery, 50 IS. Shove a shell rune in it, you got the fastest attack speed breakpoint. It's super cheap, 50 crushing blow. Don't know if I already said that. No, when you use a ranged weapon in werewolf form, it just attacks melee. You don't shoot arrows. I mean, you shoot arrows if you're a druid, but if you're in werewolf form, you just attack like a regular werewolf. You're just using Bariza instead.
Not even death can
Is it 23? Yeah, I know there's a point where it maxes out, but I mean, like, when you're shooting... Let me check out my hands here, okay? When you're shooting like this, that's generally good enough, right? Like, you don't need to max it out so it shoots like this. Right? Generally, just like a funnel like that is good enough. And then you kind of bounce back and forth between strafe and multi-shot, but... I mean, to each his own, however you run your bows on. That is one character I've played a lot. Yeah, Malrune off of Diablo. And a Diablo Grand Charm. Grand Charm sucks, but that's a Malrune and an Istrune. Guys, I just need to find an Ohm, and then we'll call it How to Make Ohm in One Stream. I mean... Oh, fail! I just need to find an Ohm rune, and then we can call it How to Make CTA in One Stream. I'll put that one in the stream fail. You can use that one for stream fails for sure. God. Sometimes I think you guys just watch me to tune in to me making an ass of myself on stream. That's gotta be it. Actually, I told my fiance, I was like, nah, man. I was like, the people on stream, they think I'm funny. They laugh at all my jokes, and she's like, they're not laughing at your jokes, they're laughing at you. And I'm like, oh, come on. Laughing at me. So that's a Malrune and an Istrune on stream. So I literally need an Ohm. I just need an Ohm and a 5 open socket crystal sword. And then we can call this how to make CTA in one stream. God, I hate when the entrance of the Chaos Sanctuary is a cluster. Nah, you guys are laughing at me. I know. Ah, what? I do think it's funny though, because she was just like, they're laughing at you. I'm like, no, they're not. Pro, Solo, dude, I apologize for Nightbot. He is being a dick tonight. Pro, I found an Istrune and a Malrune. Malrune was off of Diablo, Istrune was off a random Stormcaster. And I guess I got a Diablo Grand Charm. And Blood Fist, right? Shark Skin or Blood Fist? Oh, Gravel Palm, okay. Gravel Palm, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Nightbot is moody. Yeah, Ist. Oh, Curly, I don't care about a Royal Shield. Even if it's F, I'd rather... Ooh, Colossus Blade. Thank you, 2A03. Feel humble, dude. It's very kind of you. Pro, if you've ever watched my streams, I don't know if it's just sheer luck or if it's just my farming style, because I will straight up say that doing full monster clears is not the most efficient way to find uniques. Like, I should be, if I was solely focused on farming uniques, I'd be bouncing back and forth. Like I would just kill all the champion packs and then restart. I do full clears, but anyways, I think it's a combination of being lucky and then I kill so many white monsters. Like I have such a high volume of monster kills that runes are bound to drop. That's what I think anyways. Terry, glad you could catch my stream, bud. InfoWars? I don't know what InfoWars is, Marcus. Oh, please be F. Ah. If that was F. If that was F, I still need an F shaft stop. I'm grabbing the chip skull just because chat gets so upset, so they're not upset. They chat razzes me over me picking up chip skulls, so have I done my, what do you mean have I done my key summoning runs yet? I did 1,000 Nilly, 1,000 Countess, and 1,000 Summoner runs. All those videos are on my YouTube, they're done. So I've farmed all the keys. And I planned on, after the wedding, using my Fury Druid, I'm gonna do a bunch of farming. Or torch farming. Do you guys have any suggestions on how to do that video? Like what I was thinking was I would do like, show some clips of like farming some of the mini Ubers and then farming the Ubers. And then like, you think I should just show Torch ID after Torch ID after Torch ID live with like music to it? Like, do you guys think that would be the best way to farm or to show 60 torches? To show the results? Like I was kind of going back and forth on the best way to kind of make it like a highlight video where it's to music. Or do you guys think I should take the approach of like a human bot project and just like do it all off stream? But see, I feel like you guys would want to watch torch farming live, so I'm open to suggestions. No music, just a laugh track. Show standard run and highlights. That's not a bad idea. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was gonna show like, I wouldn't show like a full run, but I would like skip to where I started killing Uber Duriel, where I started killing Uber Lilith, where I started killing Uber Isuel. And then after I've done that, kind of show the highlights of farming the real guys in Tristram. And then just,
Not even death can save you from me.
and then just show like the torch highlights. But, Boss man, good to see you, dude. Well, that's what I was thinking, Nolan. Like, I was gonna show like the process and then just like clip all the highlights of the ID, because I don't think you guys. What I'm getting at is I don't want to make like a 40-minute video, right? Like, no one's gonna want to watch that. But then I also don't want to make it too short either. So, Lucas, how's it going? Because it is just gonna be the same thing over and over again. Torch ID, Torch ID, Torch ID. I mean, maybe sometimes I'll be like, oh, that's a crappy one, and other times I might freak out and be like, oh. No. Okay, so now you're saying the opposite. Nobody wants to see torch IDs. Everyone's all over the place. So what, you guys just want to see highlights, and then you want me to show my inventory of all the identified torches? And show the results? It'd just be like, I found 6 barb torches, this was the best one I found. Do a straw poll, that's a good idea. I just thought it'd make for a cool video, like 60 legitimate farmed torches on Pluggy or whatever. Oh, you guys are... I'll just leave it to Discord. Maybe I'll make a channel where you guys can just make suggestions. Or drop a suggestion in the video idea suggestion link. Double ort. Come on, one of those should have rolled home. Live, 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 exclamation live.
I'm overburdened.
Ooh. You guys will watch regardless? That's a really good idea, Cody. I could show like the live reactions of like the very, very best torches, and then I could do like a slideshow showing the results of all of them. That's a really good idea too. Thank you, Davizio. Appreciate it, man. Paul, what's up? Oh, there. Bizzo, if you're still there, that's an example of the bigger D. Paul's got a bigger D.
I'm overburdened.
Oh, Fizzo saw, okay. I don't understand what you're asking, or what your video you're suggesting there, Weil. Pretty much just sticking to Diablo 2 videos right now. Yeah, it changes color too. I got different colors and it gets bigger. So it's just kind of a way to distinguish. Starcroft's Ist and a Malrune so far. Malrune was off of Diablo. Istruin was off of Stormcaster. It was a sneaky Istruin though. Very sneaky Istruin. War boots. Pretty fast run walk.
Not even death can save you from me.
The 100 run trailer? I haven't watched it yet.
I can't carry anymore.
Not a. You have Infinity, Gugu? If you don't have Infinity, you're probably stuck with like Eldritch, Shank, and Pindle. Javazon, yeah. If, oh dude, that's dedication. Ran over your phone with the lawnmower. If you have Infinity, I mean, you can farm anywhere. Like, you could do Bale runs, Chaos runs, Pit runs. Well, if I put 2 Istrunes, it's gonna give me a Gold Rune, right? So... Oh, just about missed it. Locust with a donation. Isn't it boring playing Diablo 2? Will ever consider different gaming content in the future on my channel? Possibly. Right now, I'm honestly not bored. Like, I got a couple long-term goals of like, I want to have legitimate self-found good characters for every class. I want to have one level 99, and I want to make every rune word. So once I've done that, and I maybe start getting bored of Diablo 2, maybe make new content, but to be honest, I'm having a blast, so don't really see the point of changing it up. Sup, as far as I know, there isn't any. I just do my own thing. I don't watch him or communicate with him or whatever, so whatever drama he has is stuff he's holding on to. Oh, I haven't made Bot D yet. I will eventually. Just need to find a Vex rune. Because I want to make it, I want it to be a live drop of the Vex rune. Because I found the base live, I found the Zod live. Gotta find the Vex live, and then the Hell, F, all those other runes are easy to find live. I'll just farm the Countess for like half an hour, but... yeah, it's not even worth wasting oxygen on, pretty much, Dan. That's how I feel about it. But thank you for the comment, dude, or the kind words, man. I really appreciate it. Oh, Phil P. Coming in with a super chat. Rogan? Or is that Rogaine? I don't have a hair problem as far as I know.
Not even death can save you from me.
Rogan?
Talking about Joe Rogan? The man? It's not that hard to get a Vex room. Like, I could cube up to one if I wanted to. But... just want to get a live drop. But yeah, Lower Kuras is probably your best bet on single player to find a Vex rune. And you might even find better than a Vex. But you could be stuck doing a few thousand runs to get it, though. Is it more efficient? X-Wings, if you want to farm up to a Jaw rune, mathematically Lower Kuras is going to be... mathematically Lower Kuras is the most efficient. But on the other hand, you could just turn around and find, you know, Jaw runes off of regular monsters like I have. So it's all just luck of the draw, RNG. That's why I've always said it's like important to farm efficiently, but to like also like have a little bit of fun and don't worry about being insanely efficient, because RNG can be crazy sometimes. Like, I think a Discord member today, Circlet, said that he had been farming 2 to source skills, everything else is junk. So a good example of this is a Discord member today posted in one of the channels that he had been farming Lower Kuras for 10 hours, okay? 10 hours of Lower Kuras farming, and all he found was an Ist rune. Like, okay, maybe math says he should have found more than that in 10 hours, but that's what he found, right? I'm an hour and 13 minutes into my stream, and I've already found an Ist and a Mal, right? But my next stream, like, I've gone 4-hour streams farming Bale when I haven't found a single thing. So it is important to farm efficiently, but there is an element of RNG. I really do believe that, so... Chaw is easy to find if you DB. That one's never gonna die. Now every time I get a high rune, people are gonna be like, Piff, it's not even a Jaw. We don't care unless it's a jaw. Well, it's a combination of both X-Wings, right? Like, if you don't have Infinity and you really want Infinity, honestly, you should probably just farm lower Kuros, but... And you could just find the 2 burrs in the Ancient Tunnels with a Blizz Source, so... One of those situational questions. I get asked that all the time, like, what's the best this item, or what's the best this gear, and it's like... Really situational. Depends on so many different factors. Ah, lightning immune, come on. I believe a Vex is the highest rune that can drop in Nightmare. I think. I don't actually know, to be honest. Does anybody in chat want to help me out with that one? It's really rare though, but I think it can happen. Yeah, that's what Pendle Farming's like, Cody. I think I've done 3 or 4 streams where you can find them, like, you want to look back and watch the VODs, but they've been, like, literally just Pendle streams, and I've found, like, nothing. I think maybe I found Leviathan on one of them. FLP, what's the highest rune you can drop in Nightmare? Is it higher than Vex, or is Vex the highest? Oh, you can get up to low? Okay, there we go. Cham can drop from Nightmare Bale? I don't actually know. Like, I literally don't know. I would have to, like, look it up in Silent Calculator. Don't actually know. But the odds of, like, a Cham dropping a Nightmare gotta be, like... 1 in like 2 million or something. I don't know. It's something crazy. Low is the highest? Okay. That must have been Path of Diablo. Or maybe Slash Diablo. I know he's played Slash too. Yeah, Star Hunter, I'm good, man. How are you? Anything GG? Malrune and Inistrune. Mal was off Diablo. Ooh. Spider Up Sash. Cody, if you really want Tal's armor, your best bet is Pendle, buddy. Ah, rare legendary mallet. Too bad that didn't roll unique. Why couldn't that roll unique? I don't have Schaefer's. I have the other one, Stone Crusher, whatever it is. I think I'm gonna try and go for like 3 hours. Gonna shoot for that Star Hunter. Yeah, you could throw random Pendle runs in. I don't think it's worth it unless, like, you can just farm in, you know, 500 times in a row, but... Ooh. That long staff, I'm pretty sure, is that green one that gives you 100% life stolen, or mana stolen per hit. I believe it is. Probably a Wind Druid, Brandon. Because you're gonna have cold and physical damage. But it's really slow going without Enigma. But you can definitely be a Wind Druid without Enigma. Probably I would say use Viper Magi. Probably your best bet. Get the FCR.
I am overburdened.
1 to skills, res. It's a nice armor to use for Windy Druid if you don't have Enigma. Makes it really easy to get that 99 FCR breakpoint. Thank you, Edu. Rada. Sorry, I appreciate that. It's softcore and players 3 right now. The clear speed on players 7 is, with the light sorceress and chaos, it's pretty slow. So it's a little bit better to just go players 3. Are you guys posting all kinds of links? Maybe that's why Nightbot's going crazy. Ah, rare cryptic axe. That could have been Tomb Reaver. I actually found a lot of Tomb Reavers lately. Found 2 last month, and they're both 2 up in socket. Michael, I'm good, man. How are you? On your first ever rib cracker? Had to roll on the ED. Make sure you up that. Put a shell rune in it, and then go to town with your Fury Druid. Shark skin booties. Charlie, good to see you, buddy. How are ya?
I am overburdened.
Level 12 Frenzy Barb. Working on it. Is it right from the beginning, or are you using gear that's from other characters? Just curious what your weapon choice is going to be. You talking BattleNet, Mike? That'd be worth something at the start of ladder. Maybe it's still worth something now. I don't really know what the prices of ladders, what it's worth on ladder. Upping the difficulty to 8 would slightly help with the drop rates, not much though. Like, it's very, very minute differences between players 3 and players 8 for a boss. I could go up to player 7 for more experience. Maybe I could start doing that. Yeah, Steve, you gotta put a shale rune in it though. If you put a shale in it, then you get that 70 for a Fury Druid, and come on, man, pop off the lava. I wanna get your drops. Come on. See if I don't get anything if he does that. Player 7.
Not even death can save you from me.
Well, Nolan, the reason you don't put a 1540 in it is because it's not the 15 isn't enough to hit the 5-frame attack for Ancient Shield, Mace. I don't really care for those. That's why generally it's a Shale Rune and a Rib Cracker, or a Zod Rune and an Eth Shale Rib Cracker. So. And like the Eth, or sorry, the Ethereal with the Zod in it, it's more damage, but then you attack a bit slower, so. Somebody on D2JSP did the math, and they thought that it's better to use a non-Eth. David, you talking Eth Thresher for a Merc, or are you talking for a Druid? Thresher's probably the best base for like a non-Eth Thresher for a Fury Druid. To make Doom, Thresher's probably the best base. Maybe a Giant Thresher if you can find one for a bit better range, but it'd be pretty tough to find a 4 open socket Giant Thresher. Like ideally you'd want to probably go Thresher because or you know what, I'm actually not entirely positive. Is range set when you're in werewolf form? I'm actually not, if anybody, does anybody know that off the top of their head? If range is set when you're in werewolf form, then it doesn't matter. But I know range is fixed for a mercenary. I don't know if it's fixed when you're in werewolf or werebear form. Just looking at chat, waiting for somebody to give me an answer.
I am overburdened.
I hope it's not level 99. The plan is, once I get this character to 98, I'm gonna take a bit of a break from her and focus more on other characters. Do you guys look to me for answers? I don't know everything about this game. Goo Ash with a super chat. Thank you so much. 5th rune. Both, Johnny. When the tent goes up and we're setting everything up, I'll probably get a little bit more nervous. I'm not really too nervous right now.
What's the best class build a farm with no good gear actually? Also continue the good work, smiley face.
Okay, Gogu. Generally, the go-to character for starting up and building your gear is always a sorceress and blizzard. So you might want to be like, if you want to get through the game, you might want to be dual skill tree so that you can handle immunities. But as soon as you've beaten the game, or if you've gotten to Act 3, it's generally you want to Act 3 in Hell, sorry, you want to be full blizzard sorceress, and you can moat trick Mephisto. If you don't know what that is, I actually showed that in the video I just uploaded this morning, but that's the easiest way to kill Hell Mephisto with no gear, and you can get a lot of your base gear, like your Shaco, Skulders, Wiz Spike. You can even get like Arachnid's Mesh, Mara's, stuff like that if you're really lucky. You can also farm Nightmare Mephisto, get stuff like Viper Magi, that's really helpful. You can even get Shaco off Nightmare Bale if you really want. You want to farm him a bit. But once you get your base gear, then you kind of go to areas like the Ancient Tunnels. It's level 85 area with next to no cold immune monsters. So you can farm that with a cold sorceress. But the setup that I use to get my base gear, I'll go back to town and show you. My stash is a bit disorganized though, so please bear with me. Okay, so I was using some combination. I was using Spirit and a Crystal Sword, so this is really easy to make. Palthol, Ord, Am, and a Crystal Sword. I was wearing this helmet. So 3 open socket helm with 3 perfect topaz for 72 MF. Same thing here with 96 MF. So I was using this setup. I think I was using a Splendor shield. I can't remember. And then I was using different faster cast rate rings just to get to 63 faster cast rate. And then I would just mode trick Mephisto. You know what? I'll show you. Gugu, I'll show you what a mode trick is right after I finish this clear. What was that? Eldrin. It's in the video, but I'll show it to you once. But generally, that's kind of like how I built my character. Oh, geez, I didn't... Yeah, it is ladder only. You could use Wiz Spike as well. Wiz Spike is good. 50 faster cast rate and res, but you might not find that right away. But you can find the Oculus off of Nightmare Mephisto.
I am overburdened.
Rifles, I don't check large charms. I just check small charms and grand charms generally. Yeah, no problem, dude. I showed it in the video, but I'll show it to you quickly on stream. But if you watch the video that I uploaded today, it was literally about your question, like trying to build a character from scratch, a sorceress from scratch in Diablo 2. Seven.
Not even death can save you from me.
Oh, you're still building it, rifles? Okay, I getcha. So, moat trick. Let's see how smooth I can pull this one off. So generally you do this with Blizzard, you wouldn't do it with Lightning, but so you kind of teleport to Mephisto and try and like, come on, Meph. So you drag him like that, right? And then he okay, the mercenary can cooperate. So he'll sit there, and then you can just drop blizzards on him from where I'm sitting, and he'll never attack you. So this is gonna go slower because I'm using lightning, but yeah, and it's easier without a mercenary too. But generally, like you would just, my mercenary's gonna die, so I just teleported back over, but you just sit there and then you keep dropping blizzards on him on players 1, and eventually he will die. I'm trying to think, if you're not using ladder only rune words, you could use like lidless. I don't think Splendor's ladder only, is it? You're gonna start Alright, good luck. Make sure you do it on players 1 though. Tricks, that's what I've been doing. I actually forgot to go down to players 3. The drop rates between players 7 and 3, they're not really that much better. But I do get more experience, so. Splendor isn't? Okay, yeah, Splendor's really good. Get a little bit faster cast rate. You're gonna want to try and get 63 FCR is best for doing that mode trick, because you might die all over the place if you try and teleport to him with like 20 FCR. Yeah, Chris, you're right, once it spawns. Yeah, but I kill the last boss and then I switch the difficulty before he spawns. So then Diablo spawns as player 7. Like I do it before he spawns, not after he spawns. Oh, you're answering the player. I do that all the time. You guys will be like talking between each other, and then I think you're talking to me. Have you guys ever noticed how sometimes Chaos Sanctuary can be like just packed, and then other times it's like it seems like it's empty? Can't handle the truth. That's a good movie. Yeah, the skull. Skull. Leandro, what's up, bud? Leandro, you missed it. I dropped another jaw rune today. You missed it. Literally dropped another jaw rune today. Just waiting for it. Waiting for the reaction. When is summoning skills? I don't even know if I want to keep that. I guess I'll keep it. Maybe if I want to make some retarded druid summoner build. When you got a lot of your base gear, 999? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Nolan. When you got a lot of your base gear, so if you can get like a Shaco, Skulders, Wiz Spike, that kind of thing, once you have like the base, like you don't want to be going through the ancient tunnels with a perfect topaz helmet, basically. Yeah, I am trolling Leander. Stream delay. I'm kidding. But I have found an Istrin and a Malrune today, though. Found those guys on stream. Really need some full juves here. Merc is too weak? Well, you don't have to get, like, there's still a lot you can do in the game if you can't get by ancients. You can still like farm the ancient tunnels all day long and not worry about. Okay, well, yeah, you can solo. I'm just saying you want to have like decent gear before you switch to level 85 farming. But honestly, it's not that big a deal if you can't get by ancients, because you can farm like Mephisto, the ancient tunnels, areas like that. Like, if you can't do Baal yet, don't worry about it. Try and get like that treachery and probably one CTA to buff your mercenary. An 18 attack rating. Nothing since the Mal, Risp. Nothing since the Mal. Player 7.
Not even death can save you from me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that cracked dagger. Ah, I can't stand that fire thing. That's one of the reasons why, like, that just took. Ugh. The drop rate, there's no difference between. Oh, players. Diablo's experience is capped out on players 7. So going to players 8 is no different for experience from Diablo only.
What do you need?
That friggin' Inferno, man. That's the one reason I
Not
just.
in town.
Probably, I think it's 5 solo for low runes. That's only because there's a little bit better drop rate for low on 5 than there is 7, but generally 7 and 8's the best. Cirrus, how's it going? Where Rising Sun? That's a good idea. Or I thought about switching out, maybe using a Dwarf Star. That has a bit of absorb too. Or Hellmouth Gauntlets would be good too. There's not as much integer absorb as Rising Sun's retarded for that. Yeah, it won't heal me, but should I drop a small charm and then just carry?
I'm overburdened.
On 3 Jalals? Maybe it's time you make a druid. Can't find anything FLP? Then it must be taken into consideration then.
I can carry it.
I think 93, Nolan? Well, it depends on what you're gambling for. But I think, is it 93 or is it level 88? Is the highest you have to gamble. It's 93 to ensure 100% chance of getting +2 to skills on a crafted caster amulet.
I'm overburdened.
I think it's level 89 so that rare amulets can get 2 skills, I think.
Carry it.
Like any rare gambled amulet, for it to roll 2 skills, it has to be level 89. But yeah, gambling's all level dependent. It depends, Regaldo, though. There's some items where it's actually the other way around, where like there's some for like gloves where it's better to be like level 67 or something, because the higher your level, you can have charges for things like weird frozen arrow attacks on like blood gloves that bring the level requirement way up. I don't actually know them all offhand. I have to look up the ideal crafting level. S food, probably grief. Grief is usually the best for everything. I did read a thread where they said grief on your main hand and then death on your offhand with an Act 1 Faith Mercenary was the best combo. Because you can still hit the biggest breakpoint and then still have all the Crushing Blow and Deadly Strike. But generally, probably dual grief is probably your best bet. It's 117, Daniel. 105 for everything else, but Chain Lightning and Lightning are 117, so I always run 117 plus for Lightning Sorceress. Feels like 200? God, I hate when Vizier.
Carry anymore.
Let me try something. I don't really need keys because the problem with what I'm doing though is I'm gonna have to give myself 2 extra. Wait, Rising Sun. Rising Sun. So I'm gonna have to take off. That's to account for switching back from Mara's Oh, it's 5 attributes. Oops. So now I have 72 fire absorb. There we go. That is golden. That is amazing. And then I just switch back to Mara's. That is so nice. Thank you for the suggestion, Riz. That is amazing. I never thought of that. I never thought about that. That is... I literally don't have to worry about that stupid fire attack at all. It's a really good idea, man. Thank you. I never even thought of that. Just temporarily switching out. Star Hunter, I swapped out. If you saw 2 runs ago, I got knocked down to 400 health from his stupid fire attack on player 7, right? And I was literally only in it for like a split second. And this run around, I switched out my Mars for Rising Sun. And I was literally just sitting in front of him, and his fire attack was healing me. Yeah, I know, the mercenary just about got toasted, yeah. So I maybe should still move around a little bit. When I did Traveling Call, I used Hellmouth Gauntlets. I didn't because I was still using Mars, but... AT's got more monster density, so... The monster density is pretty sparse in Moz, so that's the reason I don't really mind it. I like farming Moz, but... Moz is fun on the Fire Sorceress with Infinity. Because, I mean, I'm like one-shotting stuff on players 8. You found an Ohm at Trav? Nice. I've never found an Ohm. Not at Trav. The Sage Shadows, what's up? I should really go back there and dump some of that stuff in that cube. Bunch of skulls. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's getting there, Chris. Slowly but surely. I sense a little bit of sarcasm there. Ah, you making the Reaper's Tollmer? Yeah, it's amazing. Reaper's Toll Mercenary is probably the best mercenary in the game for any character outside of a caster. Like Insight or Infinity, but Especially when you have an ethereal thresher and like ruby jewels of fervor in the helmet. Energy. Probably the pit Rigoldo. Because then you can just run down from the outer cloister. You'll be able to find it. It's not that big an issue. Not having Enigma. I mean, really, if Enigma didn't have teleport, Viper Magi would be a better... If Enigma didn't have an armor, Viper Magi would be better, because you have FCR and Res on it.
Death can save you from me.
Okay, switch out to Rising Sun. Just sit in his Inferno, doesn't do anything to me. God, that is such a good... Thank you, Riz, for the suggestion. Speediest, I'm farming on players 3, and then I'm just switching up to players 7 for Diablo. "17 insight, very nice." Is it in an Eth base? An Eth Thresher or non-Eth Thresher? Do a video on just the amulet? I could. Maybe I'd use my barb or something. Soul Rune. Yeah, there's no point in getting an XP Shrine. Unless you're just getting it for Diablo, because you get cursed so much in here that the second you have an experience shrine on you, you'll have a amp damage curse to override it or something. It's almost like they never should have put shrines in. A string of ears. String of ears.
I can't carry anymore.
Check out the roll. String of ears. 12 DR, 6 life. Yeah, I might bounce down and get it for Diablo. Get a little bit extra experience. Yeah, curses overwrite your shrines, so... More lightning immunities. Cows is really good for bases and runes. 2 max damage, 16 AR. I'm not even gonna keep it. Man, I'm dropping uniques, just not the uniques. If you want jewels, lower cross farming is an amazing source. Or just mass monster farming. Cows would be good too. Just killing stuff and... Cooper, didn't you ask me that question a stream ago? You don't find it, it finds you. That's what somebody said, and I think that's probably true. It finds you. Are shrines classified as a curse? No. Maybe a good one, I guess. I don't know if they're classified as it, but they get overwritten. Overridden, sorry. Ridden. Depends on your gear in 999.
I am overburdened.
You can farm perfectly fine on players 1 and just focus on champions and boss packs. Or maybe players 3 or 7 if you want to clear everything. Again, it just depends on how well geared your character is.
Not even death can save you from me.
Love this rising sun. So good. You look at my health to my mercenary. I didn't get touched, and then my mercenary. You know what, too? Yeah, okay. So perfect 75 capped res with Maras, and then when I switch amulets, I have 50 fire res with the rising sun, and the absorb still heals me. That's how powerful it is. Basically nullifies any fire damage. Rare and Land, what's going on, bud? Good to see you, Braren. Love was patched out 1.09D. Diablo took all the love out of the game. Or Blizzard. County boy, what's up? Let's go, Joe. Pretty much, Braren. I picked up the booze today, or half the booze. Pretty much everything's done. I think we just got to do the seating arrangement chart. And other than that, it's pretty much just wait till Edgebow. Wait till we start setting up the tent and everything. Chris, stacking massive amounts of plus skills. That's how I have 43,000. Torch Annie, full inventory of skillers. Like SOJs, Shaco, Viper Magi, Spirit, Deshutas, stuff like that. Lightning damage is 43,000 right now. Dawson, no, I've actually never played with any of them. I know who they are. I just never been asked to play with them. And I never really asked if I could play with them either, so. But they were streaming like Diablo way before I started, so. Yeah, you're right. Shrines override curses, yeah. So does water, or well water, or whatever you want to call it. Oh wait, do they? Yeah, no. Well water overrides curses, but a health pool or whatever, the health pool doesn't. You're at 18,000? Yeah, you really, once you stack more skills, like the higher amount of skills you have, each consecutive skill you put on top of it adds even more. So like, what was I thinking? So I think if I take a Geed's Grand Charm off, I have 45,000, right? But then if I switch out my armor to Ormus Robes, that adds 2,000 right there, just for getting +3 to skills from the Ormus. Lightning is level 44 right now, but I can get it boosted up to 40, 47. So, actually, no, 48, sorry. When it's 48, it's 40, 47,000. But you really want to stack minus light res. That's more important. That's why Griffins is so huge for any lightning character, like Javzon or Lightning Sorceress, because that extra minus light res just gives you so much more damage. Alec, I'm good, man. How are you? Thank you for asking. Sace. Yov, you can still play on Battle.net. There's a lot of bots, but Battle.net's okay. I mostly play single player. I might dabble a little bit in some online play. Maybe the next ladder reset I might play some. Elrune. I have not made the bot D yet. Still working on it. I want to get that clip of the Vex Rune drop. Kira's with 0 MF. What was the res roll on it, Leandro?
Not even death can save you from me.
The lightning still does damage, because I don't have max lightning res. Circletta. Juncolio Circlet. Kaza, why don't you just make a Hodo? Can you not make one? Nether Hell Rune. What is up with the runes today? Put our Mara's back on. Yolv, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate the subscription, Yolvo. Yolv. Hope I got that right. Where are the jaws? I don't need a jaw anymore, I need burr. Need more burr in my life. Fragmaster 75, thank you very much for the subscription. Hey guys, we got different priorities. You guys need a jaw to drop? I need something other than jaw to drop. That's where I'm at right now. Rich Diablo 2 problems. You're scared to get a 1 CTA? Hey, even a 1 CTA is better than no CTA. If you can get enough plus skills, you can at least get like a level 10 battle orders, which is way better than nothing. Mike Mueller! The sub train begins. Can I get some sub train emotes in chat? Matt and Murles, thank you for the subscription. What happens if I end process, save, and quit? What do you mean? The game starts over? There we go. There's my sub-train emote that I made. Oh wait, I gotta go do. You just realized I was 97, Chris? Which rune words would I prefer in a Fury Druid? Fortitude. That's probably the only rune word I would use. Because I'd use Jalal's, Rib Cracker. Dress is good if you're budget. Oh, my source. What rune words would I use in my source? Chains of Honor would be cool. Could make Chains of Honor, COA. I might make a COA if I find Griffins. Oh yeah, you can use COA for Ubers for Fury Druid, absolutely. Yeah. Player 7.
Not even death.
Switch the amulets out. The other thing that's nasty about switching the amulets out is I don't want to get smoked by his lightning because I have minus lay res. On to sorcerer skills. Yeah, pretty much the only two rune words I would use on a Fury Druid. I'd use COA for Ubers, like it was suggested, or Fortitude. Oh, Baron. I could use it on the hard liquor. I already bought the beer today. I will do as you wish. No keyboard or mic.
Can save you from me.
Only to be used for hard alcohol. No beer, mics, or keyboards.
Haha. Thank you, Baron. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna be more careful with the Rising Sun's good, but I'll use that one, get a little bit more life. Carlo! Greetings, how are you, Carlo? Baron, you're really pushing that King of Super Chat thing, man. You don't want anybody else to touch that label. Baron's like, that's my label only. 14 to life. Carlo, just found a Malrune and an Isturin today. That's it. A couple other uniques, but like nothing worth like shouting over or getting excited. Just general like trash uniques pretty well. But the Malrune was directly off of Diablo. That was kind of cool. And I also got a Diablo Grand Charm in the same run. Starcraft's, I don't know, I could check right now. So say we're at 125 right now. Already cleared a little bit, I'll tell you what it is after. That's what everyone's been saying for the last 6 months. They predict Griffins. I don't think I'm gonna get Griffins till next year. Which is why I'm gonna switch to other characters. Christian runs are okay, bud? Just Istin them out, that's about it. Depends, Blith. Generally, first of all, drop rates only increase from players 1, 3, 5, and 7, so 4 is just more experience compared to players 3, but it depends on what you're doing. If you're farming uniques, if you just want to target champion and boss packs on players 1, that works good. If you're trying to farm for everything, bases, runes, players 3 is better for full monster clears. Another one of those situational questions. Still no Tal's Amly, Baron? Damn, you better hit up Helendariel. Is it Diadem? Diadem is a TC 87, right? That's treasure class 87. So that's what I told you about when we go back to what we were talking about earlier on the streams. I don't know what all the TC, like I know like Hyderbo, Corona, Dimensional Shard, those are all TC 87 treasure class items, but it is TC 87. Okay, yeah. It's a quality level of 84, so it's kind of funny that it can actually drop in more areas than, or off of more than compared to like Crown of Ages. Crown of Ages is quality level of 87, so, or sorry, 86. It's quality level of 86. The pit and Bale. You found griffins off of Bale, Sarkroff? Ghost Spear. Not at. Leaper found a Malrune and Istrin today. Just been farming chaos. That's all I found. I'm just gonna farm. Diablo's just easier to do. 125 to 184. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate that, buddy. Okay, Sarkroffs. I was at 125,000 and I cleared a little bit of the entranceway. So say, I don't know, say 120. It's about 100,000 per full chaos clear. So 10 clears, mil experience, roughly. Thirty attack rating, 7 to life. Wow, really? No Tal's armor? RNGs can be crazy. I found multiple Dark Force spawns, really nice Man Song's Lesson. That's the second rarest item in the game. I found a Zod rune, which that's not affected by Magic Find. It's still really rare though. But then I haven't found Griffins. And I found like 10 Tal's armors. And you haven't found one, but you found Astrians, which is... Astrians is like the third or fourth rarest item in the game. Yeah, Riss, that's retarded. That's 6 Griffins, but not a G-face? Alandar, what's up? I don't even pick up G-faces now. And you found 6 Griffins, but not a G-face. Maybe you have that Griffin seed. People say I have a Jaw map seed. Maybe you got a Griffin's map seed. Except I don't really believe in that. The whole map seed thing influences drops. Oh, FLP, did I miss a small charm? Where? Now if I go all the way back and check it, it better be a 3/20/20. Alandar, I found an Istrune and a Malrune. Malrune was off of Diablo. Is that a new background? You know what? I forgot to change the color. It's supposed to be a color other than red, but... Small charm. 1 to mana. You guys made me run back for 1 to mana. Dennis! Thank you so much for the subscription, Dennis. Demon Hide Armor, Skin of the Flayed One. Do you like it? Thank you, Charlie. I change it up between, sometimes I do Act 4, sometimes I do the Diablo. I've got a cool summoner background I'm going to use too. I usually change up the background and the color. Just to add a little bit of stream variety. Good strength. Lovely, lightning immunity. Come on, this ace. Die. Have my girlfriend cleaning as the background. See you later, MD Stater. Thank you very much, man. It means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, when you guys see other people, when you see build videos on YouTube and you see an entire inventory of perfect 20 life, 5 fire res, or 5 all res small charms, they're either duped or hero edited or botted. People don't legitimately find full inventories of items like that. Or maybe they do if they grind for like, God, I don't know, 5 years, maybe?
Not even death can save you from me.
Sarkros, I'm just gonna go to players 3. Is friggin' Fire Inferno's nasty on player 7? The XP 328. How much XP it was for that run? Okay, this run is 328. So I'll do full clear, players 3, 328. I'm not really doing this, like, not really farming experience. I would just do bail runs. It is green Gatorade, yes, that's why it's invisible. Oh, you're doing the math for me, Sarcrops? 100 Monarch. 1 open socket. I do drink a lot of water. I also drink coffee. Drink Gatorade sometimes. It's jaw. It's jaw juice. That's hilarious. It's jaw juice. Talaroon. You know what would have made that the most epic clip ever? Is if I said jaw juice and then I dropped a jaw rune. That's gross. Don't do that. I don't care if a doctor says it's healthy. Thresher. Roll F and Ethereal for me, please. What's a man gotta do to find an Eth Reaper's Toll in Diablo 2? By the time I find a darn Eth Reaper's Toll, I won't need one anymore. You found a Reaper's Toll or an Eth Reaper's Toll? I've got lots of Reaper's Tolls. I just need to find an Eth one. Chain lightning is good if like there's a big cluster of monsters. It's okay, but I don't have griffins on this character, so when come on, screw it. I'm not gonna waste my time. I don't have griffins, so whenever I break a lightning immunity, they still have a really high lightning res. So it's better for me to use chain lightning because it's like 42,000 versus my 12,000 chain lightning. It just doesn't do enough sheer damage to deal with them quick enough. It's also a lot more mana intensive too, chain lightning, so screw it. I'm just gonna skip him. I like the pierce of lightning anyways, so. Oh geez, you almost rolled perfect on the ED. You got a Ruby Jewel of Fervor for it, Trevor? That, Treachery, put a Ruby Jewel of Fervor in it, Treachery and G-Face, and a Ruby Jewel of Fervor in the G-Face. And then you got your Godly Mercenary.
I can't carry anymore.
Not even death can
What was that? 328? 393. See how much experience. Ooh, unique ring. Raven. Don't put a jewel in G-Face? Why not? Generally, that build is Treachery, G-Face, and an F Reaper Soul, and then 2 Ruby Jewels of Fervor. Some people just go with the Treachery and go with the 45 increased attack speed breakpoint, and then they run like a res jewel in the helmet and like maybe just an home rune or something in the Thresher because they just need 45 increased attack speed, but alright, I'm gonna do this run and one more run, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. Check the egg. Oh yeah, we figured it's give or take a little bit more than 100,000 per run. So I'm not really farming too much for experience. Just kind of collecting a little bit along the way. Yeah. Don't leave. I gotta go. Sometimes I wonder if I could clear the lightning immune monsters a little bit quicker if I had a Might Mercenary and didn't use the Holy Freeze. But then I'd lose the crowd control, so. Yes, no jaw today, guys, I'm sorry. Jaw free stream. There's a rare mesh armor. Really need that S shaft stop. Jeffrey from Game of Thrones, what about him? Darius, it depends on what character you want to run more. If you want to open up other characters, make an Enigma first. If you plan on solely going Sorceress, then get your Infinity. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. You rule too, dude. Everybody rules. Everyone is watching me. Oh, Joffrey. Oh, okay. King Joffrey. Well, that's true. That's true, Reyes. But generally, like, I'm assuming he's... Well, okay, if you're farming Little Kuros, then you're never going to drop a jaw, right? You're going to have to queue up to one, so... That's automatically what I refer to when I think about what to make first, but... I just automatically revert to, okay, single player farming Little Kuros, but... That's true. If you find a jaw first, you might end up making Enigma first. But say if you found a boatload of Sur runes, Grimwand.
I am overburdened.
Not even death can save you from me.
You want to build different characters? Then definitely go Enigma. You want like Hammered in, that kind of thing. Wind Druid. Ooh, Viper Magi, my favorite armor. And rare gloves. And claws. Claws suck. Gloves suck. Viper Magi, 35 res. $26 res. Neo, I like Iceman, he's funny. Nova might be okay, but... pretty hard to stack MF on a Nova Sorceress, so... At least I still have... I have 200 MF with this setup, so... Oh, it was just 26 res. I pretty much don't keep a Viper unless it's... I want to find one more that's 35 res, and then I want to socket it with a 15 all res jewel that has other mods on it to get 50 res. Other than that, I don't really keep Viper Magi's. The one I have right now is 35 res and it's upped. So it's a Wormhide. You got Iceman watching. Oh yeah, he pops in, says hi. I try and say hi when he's streaming too. Good guy. He's a funny guy. Is this? Yeah, this is kind of a cookie cutter character, a light sorceress. Kind of like Javazon, Hammered in, Light Sorceress, Blizz Sorceress. I guess Trap Assassin. Those are like your cookie cutter builds because they work. Timothy, I hope you found more than me, dude. This is my last run anyways. Right on. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate the love. Do a quick bail run? Okay, I'll do a quick bail run. That's a good idea. A max block fireball sorceress? I'm thinking about making a max block setup for farming experience. The problem is that she will literally have 0 MF. Which is fine if you're farming experience. Winged Helm. That would be pretty dope. The Griffins drop off a veil. I don't see it happening though. Using Enigma. Well, the plan was max block with Storm Shield, so I've been using Viper Magi. Because I really need that 30 FCR if I'm going to hit 117 to run a Lightning Sorceress. I got just under 200 MF with this setup, Corey.
I am overburdened.
Not even death can save you from me.
Do I ever stop Diablo 2? What does that mean? Do I ever stop? Oh, wait, whoa, no. Players 1. Photo Mage, Iraq. No, it's gonna be Storm Shield, Crown of Ages, a Castry Amulet, Mara's. Sorry, a Castry Amulet, Viper Magi, Hodo, Thunder Gods for Wisp,
Not in town.
or for Lightning Absorb, but it's purely for Bail running. So get the plus strength, light absorb, and then 2 caster rings with plus strength and res on them. And then for boots, I was thinking Sandstorm Trex for the fast rate recovery, and then a Shale in the COA. So that way it hits 60 fast rate recovery, it'd have 49% damage reduction, max res, max block. And then I'd replace my skillers, or not my skillers, my MF small charms. Place my MF small charms for 20 lifers. So I figure I should have like 49 damage reduction, max block, and around 2,000 health. And then I'd have a whole bunch of light absorb for souls. And then I would just farm for experience. If I wanted a little bit of MF, I could use Geeds, but Enigma is like the rich man's Skulders. Like, it's good, damage reduction, bunch of strength. One of the problems with it is there's no res, so it's kind of hard to get your res up. But yeah, it's a good. Like, I've debated if I could get like a. Yeah, Skulders gives more MF, but Enigma gives stuff Skulders doesn't. Like, bunch of strength, damage reduction. It's less MF, but it gives you other stuff instead. There's 3, the last bail run of stream. Yeah, that's what FLP runs. Have you thought about using Enigma FLP for the DR and strength instead of... Rare ring sucked. Alright guys, last run. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much guys for tuning in to another stream. Hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow morning will be my last one, so if you guys can stop by, that'd be pretty sweet. Really, FLP? I don't know, I would think DR is better, but... Interesting. I guess if you're not running, right? Anyways, guys, yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Peace out. Oh, yeah. Make sure you join the Discord. Link is in the description. And tomorrow I'm thinking around 9 or 10. 9 or 10, something like that. Anyways, peace out, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Have a good one.